Welcome back. Fun, friends, donuts, of course, everybody loves donuts. Plenty of conversation, all happening at an event Saturday that will benefit the Down Syndrome Association of Central Kentucky. We happen to have the Central Kentucky Chapter's Executive Director, Tracy Brewer, with us here, but we also are going to talk with Sara Weir, who's the National President of the President of the National Down Syndrome Society. Tracy, tell me about the event that's going on this weekend. Donuts probably grabbed a lot of people's attention right out of the gate, but there's a lot more to it than that.
Absolutely. We always have food. But we have a monthly coffee chat, and tomorrow we're going to welcome Sara Weir from National Down Syndrome Society, and also the principal investigators from UK Sanders Brown Center on Aging about their research regarding Alzheimer's and Down syndrome. So we just want to bring our folks together to be informed about legislation and the research that's happening right here in Lexington.
Speaking about the legislation, Sara, you know a little bit more about that, right?
Yes. The National Down Syndrome Society, we're the leading human rights organization for all people with Down syndrome. So we focus on the advocacy in Washington, D.C. and at the state level as well. So we're advancing a piece of legislation called the Able to Work Act, which is an extension of what we've passed here in Kentucky that would allow individuals with Down syndrome and other disabilities to put their paychecks into an ABLE account. So we're really incentivizing employment opportunities.
Absolutely, because these are people who can work and should work given the opportunity. What other resources are there out there for these people and how they can find employment?
Absolutely. It's our local Down syndrome organizations, it's local employers. You know, I often say from Main Street to Wall Street, we can always create employment opportunities for individuals with Down syndrome.
Tracy, how can people get more involved with the Central Kentucky version of this?
Well, you can go to our website, which is www.dsack.org. And we have a list of all of our programming there, and there's a calendar with all of our upcoming events. So that's probably the best way, or our Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely. And how, remind us one more time, the venue for Saturday and how people can get involved.
It's at our office, the DSAC office, and it starts at 10 o'clock. And you can register from the calendar on our homepage, just so we have enough donuts. But you know, we'll go to about noon, and we just kind of like to keep things informal, so people feel free to chat and talk and ask questions and just get to know each other. So as much as being informed, we also want to build that community of knowing one another and supporting one another.
Sure. And Sara, what are you guys really going to be looking for when you tour the UK facility tomorrow?
Well, we just toured it this morning, and what's exciting is the local research that's happening here really has a national impact. We're really focused on growing the research infrastructure for Down syndrome, and the prevalence of Alzheimer's in the Down syndrome population is so high. So we really want to broaden the scope of what they're doing to other centers and other Down syndrome clinics across the country. All right,
a great cause, and I hope that more people can get involved.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for joining us in the studio today. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with one last check in your forecast right after this.